Well, actually, my first impression about opera is Carmen. And I remember I was maybe 6, 7 years old, and my mom brought me to Riga National Opera, me and my sister, and we went together, and I've just remained so impressed. I couldn't sleep at night. I was so overwhelmed and about this Bizet beautiful masterpiece and all the costumes and lights and music, powerful music from orchestra and all this all together. So that was my first opera ever in life, Carmen. And now I'm singing Micaela in Carmen also quite often. So I'm very happy about that. And then when I was studying piano and flute also, some teacher around, they heard me singing and they told me, oh, you have opera voice, you could try maybe to go to study opera. And I was not sure about it so much, but I tried because a lot of people really around, they suggested me to try, and I just tried, even if my dream was to study languages. But anyway, I went to a Latvian Music Academy, and I entered in a preparation course. So then I started to like it. Step by step, I started to like opera singing and opera world, so I'm very happy. Like I said, one of my favorite operas is Carmen, when I saw it as a child, my first opera. So Micaela is one of my, let's say, most closest characters, as well as Liu in Turandot. I like that character too, of Puccini. And of course, Mimi of Puccini La Bohème. I'm performing right now in Wiener Staatsoper. So those are characters very, very close to me. As well, I have to say, very close character to me is Tatiana in Eugen Onegin. So I like the story, I like the how she is, and like I like acting, how she is acting, and all the character and music all together. I like it's complete, beautiful. Yeah, I have to say, in the beginning, when I started first years on stage, my experience, it was quite difficult to go away from the character, and it somehow remained even for days, for next days. I felt a little bit like that character, still, like you said, like sadness and like maybe some particular, maybe even movements or mood, or I don't know how she reacts, how she's living. So, but now I try really to convince myself just to forget it, become normal, become myself, and just live normally. So in the day when I have a performances, usually it's a relaxing day for me. I just try not to do much physical activities, not to do too much sports, because I love sports usually, I do a lot. But on those days I just try to be more calm, more relaxed, maybe just a little bit exercising, and also voice, not to sing too much, not to speak too much maybe. And I try to eat well, and I'm very concentrated before performances. And what I do, usually I also pray before I go to stage. Yeah, I believe in God, so it's very important for me just to pray. Well, actually, yeah, I have to say my voice is more my leading. She leads me. My voice, she or he, or I don't know, it leads me. How do you say in English? It's more, I don't plan so much to exactly what I will do. It's more that roles come to me. And I have been very honored and very happy to have a wonderful teacher, Mirella Freni, and I still study with her, and I had an honor also to sing here in her 50-year anniversary here in Wiener Staatsoper in November. So she's just the best example for all the young generation, I think, and how she really, how smart she was to choose her roles, and how also she always followed her voice. So I just take this example from her and her advices always. Usually there are voice type, so you basically you more or less you know your roles, you know your repertoire. But then of course you take a role, you study a role, you go through the score, you see what character is, what is her inner life and her emotions, feelings. And sometimes it can be maybe that role is good for you as an actress, but not good as a singer, like voice is not ready yet, or not at all ready. I mean, it's completely for a different voice type. Like for dramatic voices, maybe Turandot I will never do. I'm doing Liu in Turandot. So it's important just to be, to understand what is your repertoire, what is your roles adapted to your voice type. And then of course you just choose and you find the right time and right place, and of course it's again, it's a destiny, it's God, and then roles come to you and you just do it. Yeah, sometimes it's not easy to go away from your work, especially when you are all into it. I mean, when you sing a lot and you sing every day and hours, and then you go home, maybe you study again, and you just want to make a perfection of your instrument, of your character, of your, I don't know, what you study at the moment of your role. And sometimes it's not easy to get away from it, and it's just everywhere. But I think it's good to have some breaks sometimes. I mean, you have to stop yourself and just to read something else, or to watch a movie, or just to go out with your friends, to see your family, to do something else and not just work, work, work. Like I said, I'm not really very nervous before performances. It's strange. But sometimes I can be nervous after performance. I'm very concentrated before and try to be just calm and relaxed, and then when performance is over I start to analyze myself, and that's when really I'm Maija, and I think, okay, this high note I could do better, or this could be, but why I did this? And then when I start to analyze myself a lot, then of course then I start to be anxious. So why? Okay, next time I do better. I think I'm more 50-50 person on this. I think I don't let myself completely emotions, because there should be a little bit control of what you do and your voice and everything, and of course respect for your colleague on stage also. So if sometimes you're too emotional, it's just you know what I mean, and it's important just to be with both feet on the ground. So, but also I cannot say that I'm a very just calculating singer, because sometimes it's just a character, just a role you get into, and then you are just Mimi. That's it. You're no more Maija, and then everything just happens itself. And I have to say it's more emotional, of course. The most beautiful is being on stage, of course. Yes, it's the most wonderful moments, and it's just worth to live, to be on stage and to enjoy this magic moment this everything creates. And orchestra and your colleagues and costumes and all the story begins. The show must go on.